Hello all, Nate and Beth stopping on by, continuing our reviews of Friday the 13th, the series. This one's going to be Season 1, Episode 16, I want to say, and the title is...
Oh my goodness, you put me on the spot again.
Tattoo.
Tattoo, yes.
And this one is, I'm going to put you on the spot about what? Oh, by the way, this is the first one we've seen where you actually saw part of it as a
I did.
kid. Whether it was 10, 11, or 12, you don't know, but
Young.
younger.
Yeah, double digits, but a little bit lower in the scale. I was about 9 or 10 when I first watched this.
Good.
Well,
No,
the
not
first.
9.
Well,
It would
okay,
have been
maybe
at least 10.
At least 10.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I got to watch about the first maybe 5 or 10 minutes of it, which is why I'm like, oh, this one looks familiar, and it is about a set of tattoo needles. I knew it had something to do with the artistry of the tattoo.
Well, I think to be fair, you did say like the tattoo and gun or whatever, so pretty
Yeah.
much you were right.
Yeah. So, one notch on the Beth,
Good.
but not like we're keeping a score.
Good.
I don't know. Watching the rest of it was not as enthusiastic.
Oh well,
So-
explain why and
Well, there were
should I go
there were
ahead?
4 kills before I forget that one, all because of
Well, sounds like she's turning it over to me. This one takes place in Chinatown, Canada. Well, it doesn't say Canada, but just a generic Chinatown. And where since these are all shot in Canada, as far as I know, there must be a Chinatown in somewhere in Canada. I would imagine maybe there's
Chinatown
a
everywhere. Come on.
Chinatown everywhere. So this is like an Asian Chinatown, Chinese kind of an episode with a lot of Chinese characters. It begins in this. I think this is called mahjong.
Yeah.
Parlor. It's kind of like a Chinese version of cards, where you've got these whatever little
Dominoes.
domino
But they're
things.
special dominoes.
They've each got different markings on them, so it's like Chinese cards or whatever. And
That's mahjong.
so this one guy is at the beginning is doing really well or whatever, winning all kinds of
Kick
stuff.
and tail.
And we find out it's because he goes back and has this woman tied up and his tattoo on it. This is really interesting because I mean leg tattoos are huge now, but in the 80s I don't think like anyone had leg tattoos, and that this guy's tattooing a, what'd you say it was?
Probably a prostitute.
No, I mean the
Oh,
critter.
the tattoo was an Egyptian beetle.
An Egyptian beetle tattoo onto her leg, and
Highly
she's like,
poisonous.
and he walks away to go to the betting table. And and some of the effects here were just, I had to rewind it, kind of like Terminator 2 in 1991. And all right, Arnold, but I gotta see that again. There's this goofy ass. I won't talk about it. We'll waste the time of the review. At the beginning of the VHS for T2, there was this hokey ass video where it showed a family watching it, and this is kind of film you want to see again and again, and
Oh yeah.
buy one from your previously viewed one from your video store. And anyway,
Yeah, let's backtrack back to Friday the 13th, the series.
okay, shit,
Tattoo.
what was I saying? Oh yeah, the effect of it, where it like animated from a tattoo into like a real beetle, was
And
really
there's no
great.
cut.
It was really great. I think
Well-
what they did is they did the animation over the real moving thing, so it blended. It was really done well. Really
very
done
well.
well for not only this just being a kind of a horror TV show from the 80s. Really done well. So
And
then
this kid who can't win to save his life is witnessing in the background this big shot gambler tattoo this leg tattoo of this poisonous beetle on this prostitute and watches what happens.
once the prostitute dies, this guy who tattooed it onto her wins, and then I think
That's
I want
big.
to. This young kid owes a lot of money to this one guy.
Card,
Borrowed
yeah.
shark. What's it called?
Loan shark.
Loan shark.
Mhm.
Borrowed a lot of money, so he owes, and he's just having a bad. He's always just
Interest
he's
is doubling
losing,
every week.
Yeah, he's losing all kinds of money. Interest is doubling every week, and So he ends up, I want to say, following that guy who's got the tattoo needles and all the money, and he went and stabbed him and took the money and the needles. And
Now your luck is my luck, my friend.
so he's gonna start implementing this himself.
That was the second kill.
And he does it too. Who does he? Oh, he did just some doped up. What was the
goes
drugs?
to like opium.
Opium.
Chasing the dragon.
Opiumed up. Just I don't know, whatever she was, a whore in a opium bar, or just some woman.
Just some
maybe
old
not
woman.
even a whore. Well, she wasn't old. Just laying there getting all opiumed
When I was
up.
watching it at first, it was
Well, when you were, I didn't think you made it this far.
I didn't. But if I'm 9 or 10, she'd be old.
Right. The 26-year-old would be old, but anyway, he just goes and it's kind of funny how you're able to just take advantage of an opiumed out person. Hey, how can I tattoo someone? Oh, go to an opium bar.
Yeah.
But he just tattoos this like a tarantula onto the I was gonna say out of the spider onto the stomach of this woman, and this once again they do the cool animation to real spider and kills her. And
Well, this time the tattoo kind of almost got bigger just to fit the sides of the spider.
yeah, I think they kind of did that in animation. Like, whoops, the drawing might have been too small, and the animation got big because they had to match the real spider dissolve fade in thing. But
That was pretty cool, though, watching the tattoo itself move
yeah,
to get bigger.
so then she dies, and this kid starts winning money, and I don't know. All I can remember is there's this whole kind of backstory where grandfather. Oh, that's another. Yeah,
Yeah.
at some point, grandfather finds out that he's. I'm sorry, I'm doing all the talking.
It's fine. You're used to it.
No, can you? Yeah, why don't you continue? Grandfather finds.
Well, the grandfather finds the needles after the second kill, and no, before the first kill.
You mean
Before
the second kill?
before the young man makes
Starts
his first
using it,
kill.
okay.
And
He's like, this says evil. These are evil.
yeah, in the writing. So he calls, well, Lewis and Clark Antiques, whatever they are, before they become Curious Goods. So he calls and asks for the old name of the shop, and Jack Marshak answers, yeah, that was my old name. What's going on?
On the back of the
needles.
box of
Yeah.
these magic needles, it had the name
sticker.
of the Curious Goods old name before it became Curious Goods. So the guy called Curious Goods.
Yeah.
You're hoping to sell them back or something, and
Or just give him back. I don't think he
yeah,
was interested
whatever,
in money.
right.
He just wanted that out of his house.
so before Marshak could go get the needles back to kid, oops,
the grandson pops Grandpa in the face and runs off to kill the opium doped up prostitute lady, whatever, and hence the next kill.
starts winning big.
Starts winning big again, and the place is like, oh no, no one can win this much without cheating. So he gets kicked out of that bar, and he's runs into the loan shark again, and oh no one will give me a game, and I need a game. And so the loan shark takes his sweet time. He's like, okay, you go home, I'll be there, I'll bring someone over there to give you this game. And we don't know how much time elapses, but before 11, because that's when the game was, this henchman gives Tommy this address, be there by 11, no sooner, no later, or, whatever. Just be there at 11.
That detail was funny.
That was funny. So Tommy's out frantically looking for a victim. He finds someone cleaning up.
And he's just gonna throw him down on the table and tattoo him, and then
Yeah.
his sister appears.
Sister shows
What are you
up.
doing?
I
I
want
wanna
to
help.
help. I want to help. Okay, you can help. So he ties up his sister
On the
and
table.
gives her the tattoo of.
What'd you say it was? Some poisonous snake? Oh shit! We forgot about the one that. Who the hell gets the
His-
claw?
The claw is yeah, we kind of jumped ahead.
Whoops.
So the third
The
third
kill.
tattoo.
I don't even
Third-
remember.
yeah, third kill.
It was just some guy he wanted to show
Oh
it
yeah,
to.
you had this high run of luck. How'd you do it? Oh,
I'll show you.
this killer tattoo. This you have to get a tattoo from these needles, and they'll give you all the luck you need to win all the games.
So I think this is just some other guy from
He
the
just,
Mahjong parlor,
yeah, seeing Tommy winning all
and
this
he
money. How do
tattooed
you do it? Tattoo's like this monster claw
claw on
coming out
his
of his
chest,
stomach or
and when
chest.
that actually happened, that was pretty gory. It was like just there wasn't any animation. It was just like
All you see
ah!
is all you first you see because he buttons back up his
Oh
shirt,
yeah,
so all you see is this kind of a patch of blood coming out, and then the hand coming out, just a bloody hand coming out,
it's like yeah, it comes
attacking
out
his
of his
throat.
chest and strangles him.
And who witnessed it? Delamay, whatever, witnessed it.
Oh, you're trying to say
Main,
Dundee LeMay,
yeah,
so Ryan.
Ryan witnesses it. So
Okay,
that
so
was the
third
third
kill. And
kill.
now, as we were talking about the fourth
No
one
one would
back,
let him do a game, so
because he was winning so much, they kicked him out of the Mahjong parlor. And as we were
there's
talking
more
about,
games in town,
so
but
this is where we were talking about, and we got
yeah.
okay. So now back
Now
to sister on the table.
sister on the table, and she gets the coral snake tattoo.
Ooh,
And so Marshak talks to grandfather, finds out kind of where they are going, and grandfather's like, "Oh, take this healing needle passed down from my grandfather, and it might come in handy." So
Marshak, I guess, takes a straw and does a blowgun thing and blows the healing needle into the snake?
into the snake, but Tommy thinks that
Who's Tommy? The bad guy?
Tommy's a little boy that took the needles from the
Yeah,
first
he's
bad
okay.
guy.
Yep.
So he's in this joint. He shows up exactly at 11, and the game is life or death.
Oh.
And I'm thinking, okay, Russian roulette. Yep. They open up the box. One gun, one bullet,
Oh, that's so scary.
six.
Scenes scare me.
I don't know, revolver.
So six, yeah, a six shooter.
Shooter.
Yeah, so you only got a maximum of 5 empty clicks.
5 empty clicks and 1 fatal one.
Oof,
So the fatal click should have missed him or gone off and not killed him. But sister got saved by Marshak
at the last minute, and then the kid goes click, bam.
Oh, looks like you get the last.
Yeah, the
turn.
The kid with the bad kid was all like confident that like the one guy clicked the empty chamber. Yeah, I know. If we go over 13, we go over. We thought we weren't gonna get to 13 with this one. Now we might go over. The kid, yeah, the other guy clicked the fourth chamber
one.
and it gives it back to the bad kid. He's like, "Guess you're gonna be the final bullet," and then he goes, "Bam!"
And the bullet goes into his skull, and I don't know.
So having
the kills
seen
were interesting.
the whole thing, Beth's opinion is
the kills were interesting, but it didn't keep my attention. It had too much filler.
Yeah, it was.
So I give it 3/4 of a thumbs up.
So a thumb sticking between sideways and full, which is a thumb sticking, pointing, kind of like if you look at a clock, it's like 11 between 10 and 11 p.m. Or whatever. And I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna have the same kind of slanted thumb between 9 and 10 p.m. because the idea and stuff was really great, and the execution of like the tattoo animation into
awesome.
the real creature, great. But it's like, oh shit, like the rest of the story really wasn't that interesting to really keep your attention. But there were definitely worst episodes. We've definitely both have had.
Are we going back to the monastery here?
Yeah, monastery. Yeah, I can't. You didn't
the poison pen.
Yeah, poison pen. So there. I mean,
It had its points, but not enough to not like the last one. Well, that was good.
But I still think even if some of the episodes aren't amazing, I mean at the end of the day they're still fun because it's like late '80s horror television. Even if they don't blow your ass off, it's still fun to experience anyway. So
I hope you enjoyed our review.
I guess that's our thoughts on whatever it's called, tattoo.
Tattoo.
Next one coming up, what we'll talk about will be
Is
called
brain drain. Hope that wasn't your brain, kids. If it was, oops.
Oh well. Is that about does it for this one?
I think so.
Thanks for listening.
Good night. Or good day. See you next time.